can have it all. As I define it, as I want it, I've got the power to create it.
Hi, it's Christy Whitman, here to welcome you back to session 4 of the Creating Money Coaching Program. I've literally been doing a happy dance these past couple of days because I'm realizing just how much fun I have talking about money. My marketing partner, John, will laugh out loud because all of a sudden I'll just start bubbling over with how much I love money. I love attracting it. I love spending it. I love hot shoes. I love investing it. I love giving it to others. I have so much appreciation for all the amazing things that money provides for me. I'm able to give. I'm able to buy the things I want to buy. I'm able to experience all the things I want to experience. I'm able to invest and send my kids to the best schools that bring out the best in them. I can choose the freshest and healthiest foods. I never feel the pain of needing something I don't have because of the relationship I've created with money. And I cherish that. I have a beautiful relationship with money, and that's exactly what I want for you. And knowing what I know about the amazing relationship that each and every one of us can create with money, it really is just so crazy to see how many people are giving away their power to it. So how much pain and struggle people go through because they're holding themselves apart from their natural state of abundance is just crazy. And I just want to say that I'm so honored to be here and to be sharing this information with you, because holding ourselves apart from all of who we are is not fun. It's just silly and it's needless, and it's time for it to stop. Money is simply energy. I think of it as green energy. And we are energetic beings who at every moment of every day are emitting a vibration around money that either attracts it or repels it. The only thing required to bring more money into your experience is to become willing to clean up. And I mean really clean up. Not just put a happy face sticker over an empty gas gauge. What I mean by that is Abraham Hicks always says it's like driving in your car down a road and your gas gauge goes to empty, and instead of taking care of it and really being real and honest where you are, that you need to actually pull over and get gas, you put a happy face sticker on the gas gauge. Clearly that doesn't work. So we really need to clean up our own vibration that we're offering about money. It really is as simple as that. Like we talked about in our first session, money doesn't say, you know what, I like you or I don't like you. It has no judgment and it can't discriminate. It has no power over us. But the meaning we give to money and the way we think and feel about it at the deepest level of our being does have power over us because it affects our point of attraction. What this course is about is teaching you how to get into alignment with the energy of money. And this is not hard work. Most of us, deep down inside, love money just as much as I do. You love what it provides for you. You love the way you feel when you have plenty of it. You love the way it allows you to contribute to others and how it enhances their experiences and your own. Over the course of your lifetime, you've gathered enough positive energy about money to magnetize millions and millions of dollars. The only work there is to do is stop giving your attention to those thoughts and emotions that make you unreceptive to money. Stop giving those things airtime. Stop having those conversations. I want to really emphasize this before we get into the main topic of today's session because it's vitally important. Do not speak about anything you don't want to experience. Don't write about it. Don't discuss it, not even in the privacy of your own mind. Don't buy into the opinions that mass consciousness holds about money, unless, of course, they uplift and inspire you. Every time you put your attention on an outcome you do not want, you are giving energy to that outcome. So my very strong recommendation is to shower your energy, your imagination, your creativity, your words, and your efforts on the things that you do want. The daily affirmations are a great way to begin and end your day with this focus. But there are many, many times throughout the day, every day, that you might get off track. You hear some bad news about a friend. You watch the evening news. Some amount of money you anticipated receiving is not coming as fast as you would like it. All these are moments of choice. They are moments when you get to direct the strong clarity of your creative power on whatever you're making the object of your focus. If you make a commitment to doing that for just the span of time that you're participating in this coaching program, I guarantee you that things in your external world are going to start changing for you. And more importantly, things in your internal world are going to start changing for you as well. You're going to feel happier, lighter, less anxious. You'll take notice more often of everything that's going well for you, all the places where you are already abundant. So make that your focus this week. One of the easiest ways to think of this is that you are creating a love affair with money. You know how when you're newly in a love, no one has to force you to think about the other person, to feel good feelings while you're thinking about them. You naturally think about that other person. You naturally feel appreciation for him or her. You feel you very naturally begin to imagine all the possibilities. You think about all the happiness that you will share in the future, and you take delight in remembering all the happiness you already have shared in the past. It's the most natural thing in the world, right? That is how you shift your vibration, and that is the key to magnetizing it into anything into your life, really, anything that you want. You fall in love with it, and it finds you. Align yourself with the feeling of already having manifested it, and then it manifests. I just want to say that this path of personal alignment is really our most important work, regardless of what you do in the world. Whether you are a stay-at-home parent or a professional, or whether you work revolves around healing or uplifting people, your primary responsibility is to yourself. And really, when you think about it, to all those you love, is really to stay in alignment with who you are. To feel your magnificence. To know that you are so much more than any of the limiting beliefs you picked up over the course of your life. To know that you have the power to choose your own thoughts and to align yourself with the outcomes and experiences that bring you joy. So with that foundation built, I'd like to now get into the main focus of what this session is about, which is to look at only 4 actions that you can actually take in relation to money. Yep, that's it, 4. So number 1, you can earn it, find it, inherit it, and attract it. However you want to word the act of bringing money into your life. Number 2, you can spend it, in the sense of using money as an exchange of goods and services. Number 3, you can save it, which is another way of saying also invest it. Number 4, you can give it to your children, your friends, to the charities, to government. Yes, taxes come under the topic of giving, and we're going to talk about that more in a minute. So before we get into the specifics of each one of these 4 actions that we can take with money, I just want you to keep in mind that although we're discussing the physical, tangible actions that you can take with money, our focus is going to be on how energetically aligned you are with creating money as you're taking these actions. So to find that out, all you need to do is think about the way you feel in relation to each one. So for example, when it comes to bringing money in, I just want you to notice how you feel about that. Do you feel like you have to slave all day in order for money to come into your life? Or do you feel that it comes easily because you are a money magnet? Any of these 4 areas where there is an energetic disconnect, and the simpler way of saying this is anytime you become aware of a negative or not good feeling emotion, is an indication that you have some resistance that's blocking the natural flow of money to you. So as we go through each of these actions, I'll be asking you some questions to help you identify your dominant vibration and also giving you some ideas for how to bring your vibration in that aspect of your life into more alignment. So starting with number 1, earning money. You just want to begin to notice, how do you feel about earning money? And there are really 2 parts to this. Part 1 is, how do you feel about the money that you're now bringing in? And then the second part is, how do you feel about the idea of bringing in more? As in 10 times more. You know, our minds don't just obsess about what's happened in the past. They also kind of catastrophize about what could happen in the future. So you want to start exploring when you think about earning 10 times more money than you do right now. How do you feel? Do you immediately feel great? Or does your mind start to create scenarios such as you having too much work, you're going to have to work too many hours, or that you'll lose time with your family, or maybe that your friends will go away, or people won't like you because you're too successful? What's there for you under the surface? What's going to happen? What are you envisioning? What is your limited mind telling you that could possibly happen if you start bringing in more money? Just remember, this process is not an invitation for you to judge anything that you become aware of, but just notice it. That habit of thought was created to fulfill some positive intention. And once you are aware of the pattern and how it's trying to serve you, you can then replace or upgrade it. We have to release the old in order to bring in the new. And this starts with awareness. So try to identify the primary emotion you're offering in relation to the money that you're now bringing in, and in relation to what you do in order to earn that money. When you think about your career, are you mostly satisfied? Do you do what you love, or do you think you have to do something you dislike in order to earn money? Do you think doing what you love won't bring you the money that you want? Or do you think that doing what you love will bring you the money that you want? While I was in the process of learning the principles I am teaching you now, I realized that my true calling in life was to become a coach. At the time, I was working as a pharmaceutical rep, where I actually made what I considered back then to be really good money. The laughable thing about all of it is now I make literally 20 times more doing the work that I absolutely love. But when I first realized that I wanted to make this change and do the work that was inspiring to me and uplifting to others, my first thought was, can I actually make money doing what I love? I didn't enjoy my job as a pharmaceutical rep. I did not like my boss, or to having to kind of clock in, if you will, at a particular time each day. But I was doing it because I believed that was the only avenue through which the money that I needed and wanted could come. Thankfully, I kept applying all the principles I was studying at the time and challenged that belief. And like I said, it's amazing to look back now and recall how many limited beliefs and how my limited belief system was at that time. I don't judge it. We all have to start from where we are. But I share that story to inspire you, because you are not limited by your beliefs. You have the power to challenge them. You can choose to let go of that ancient imprint and bring yourself into this moment. And any story or negative connotation you have had around earning money or what you do in order to earn it, you can just drop those cords and just cut those shackles, because you are now the adult, the deliberate creator that you are. And you can line your energy up with anything you want to create. So on to number 2, spending. Ooh, I'm such a good spender, and I love spending money. I like to spend it on pretty shoes, and I like to go shopping with my husband. I love going to a toy store with my kids and seeing them get all excited, and then being able to spend the money to buy them something that they want. I love it. It's so much fun. I used to feel a lot of guilt about spending, which I have since worked through, thank God. So beginning to look for yourself. How do you feel when you spend money? Do you use it as an opportunity to treat yourself to something wonderful? Or do you spend money as an opportunity to beat yourself up? Do you allow yourself to go play golf if that brings you joy? Or to get a massage? Or is your joy the last thing on the to-do list? Do you spend money and later feel bad about yourself for spending it? Do you maybe overspend? Or do you economize to the point of discomfort because you're so afraid there won't be enough? We all know people like that, right? They earn money, but they have resistance around spending it, especially on themselves. Remember, the cycle is earn, spend, save, give. And we become receptive to money when we feel good with all of these actions. So now let's look at saving. How do you feel about saving or investing money? Do you have enough of a cushion or a nest egg built up so that the energy of worry is not part of your vibration around money? Or are you constantly spending to the point of running out each month? So when you think of money coming in, think of it as a funnel. When the money comes in through that funnel, creating, so have an image in your mind of a funnel. I create the image that before it goes into any place in my life where to spend money, it first goes into a little holding tank that's only for me, my little nest egg. So this is the energy I have created around savings. So I imagine a funnel, and then it's got a little side funnel, which is my savings. The green energy is coming in, and I'm putting some of that aside, and that feels really good. If saving doesn't feel good for you, then the work is to look at those experiences that molded and shaped your relationship with money as it relates to spend or saving. Again, now that we are all adults, we have the power to create our own relationship with money. The other thing to look at is, how do you feel about investing your money? Do you feel empowered because you're leveraging your money and making passive income? Or is the whole idea daunting to you? The beautiful thing about money is that when you have money, you can reinvest your money, and your money then makes money. And it just grows and grows. It's exponential growth. 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2. It grows so fast and exponential. So right now, just take a moment to tune back into the energy of money, the energy field of green money coming into your experience, spending it to create more wonderful experiences, and then saving it and investing to really fund your future. Really feel that funnel as the money is coming in each month. You can feel the money all around you, and then you're tucking some away into your own little savings place that's just for you. And you're investing your money. See if you can really make a visual of that. Your money is going out and gathering more money. You bring it in, you spend a little, so a little bit gets sent out, and then it gathers again. Like the law of attraction, it attracts other things like itself. There's something else that I also want to say about investing. I invest money in my business all the time. I never have the feeling that I am spending money on my business. I feel like I'm investing money in my business. Whether I'm investing in hiring a new person to join my support team, or investing in a book launch, or in creating a video-based coaching program like this one that can be disseminated much farther and wider than I can never do teaching them all by a teleclass, all of it is an investment. It's a way of making what I offer available to a wider audience of people, and that costs money. Investing money is very different than spending it. Spending is like sort of a pouring water on the ground. The water seeps into the earth. Investing it is like pouring your water into a structure like a pool or a pond where the water stays contained. Money is like water in the sense that it really seeks structure. So when you create a place, whether it's an opening of an investment account or a savings account, or even investing in your business, you are giving your money a structure that makes it easier for your money to go where you want it to go. Every investment I make in my business is creating a structure. Every dollar I invest will bring in at least 10 more. This is my intention when I'm investing in something. The image I'm really feeding as I'm investing this is, like whether it's $20,000 or $40,000, whatever it is, I'm holding the image that those dollars are going out there and then they're collecting some more, bringing them back home. That's a nice image, right? So the last one is, how do you feel about giving money? This could be giving gifts, giving tips in restaurants, giving to charities, and importantly, giving to yourself. Are you over the moon giving everything you got to others to the point that you have very little left to give yourself? Or are you fairly balanced in this area? Or are you kind of what people call cheap? Use this as an opportunity to get real. Do you typically give 15 to 20% when you tip someone in a restaurant, or just give them 5%? If that's your habit, just ask yourself, what is that about? Be curious and notice. Don't judge yourself or criticize yourself, because this is not an opportunity to beat yourself up. So let's talk about taxes. The act of paying taxes is an act of giving. For example, if you live in the United States and Canada, and other countries too, of course, but I will speak only of countries where I've lived or live, you pay taxes. I pay a lot of money in taxes because I make a lot of money, but I'm happy to give that money back to the government because they are providing me protection, security, nice roads to drive on. There are policemen that patrol my area so I'm protected. There's help available if I need to call an ambulance. I appreciate the services I receive, and I'm willing to pay for what I receive. Of course, I'm smart about it. I have good accountants, but I definitely pay my fair share, and I write the checks with a feeling of total appreciation. When you write a check, whether it's to the IRS or to the electric company, you are paying for something that has been given. So feel the gratitude and the appreciation for having received that service. Don't deprive yourself of those wonderful feelings and that wonderful new point of attraction by complaining about it. If you're going to pay it anyways, you might as well use it as an opportunity to raise your vibration. If you get into the habit of sending gratitude along with every check you write, it will change your whole entire money game. And when you are living paycheck to paycheck, or you don't have enough money to pay a bill, and believe me, I've been there, it's doing this type of work that will change your point of attraction and ultimately change those conditions. Giving is a way to become more abundant. It truly is. And when I say giving, I'm talking about giving something, not just to get something, but giving something because it feels good to be generous. You want to provide something for somebody else. That in itself is receiving something in return. This is a key to abundance. When you're coming from a place of giving, you are always receiving. You cannot have one without the other. What you give, you get back. And that goes for money too. So I want to close this particular session by giving you some suggestions for how to really integrate all that we went over today. As you are going through your everyday life over the next couple of days, just please be aware of which aspects of the earn, spend, save, give cycle that are going well for you. And which ones do you find is a sticking point for you? Where do you feel like, yeah, I've got this one mastered, I'm good. Maybe it's around earning money. Your persistent internal dialogue is like, hey, I'm a manifester machine. I'm a master of manifesting. I got it. I can earn even more if I want to. But maybe you look at spending and you see that you're depriving yourself of some things that would open you up to receiving. So maybe if you're in need of a massage, allow yourself to spend the money to get a massage. I think you get the idea. Just have the intention to become aware of all the obvious and not so obvious feelings that you have about each of the different actions you take with money. And as things come to your awareness, just quietly write them down. These are the aspects of your beautiful relationship with money that you want to put more energy into in order to make that relationship even more beautiful. And just like any relationship, if you want it to change, you have to invest your time in it. What could you do differently? What are you willing to do differently? So for example, if you know you're not good at saving money, see if you're willing to set up an account where it's automatically withdrawn. When you are willing and open you can come up with some very creative ways to shift your relationship with money. So, a lot happened in this conversation today, and I really want to thank you for being here and for participating in this. A lot of relationships in your life are going to be changed, and for the better, and not just your relationship with money. I'm really excited about that for you. Money is one of the easiest things in the world to manifest, and it's just such fun when you begin to see the ways that shifting the vibration you're offering about it brings new manifestations into your experience. It's really so beautiful. So have fun with it, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next session.
I can have it all as I define it, as I want it. I've got the power.